Hey, you know who it is. This your boy, Shooter the Investor, and I'm checking in for the gang, and I got a hot one for y'all. But before we even get off into that, please go ahead and check out the latest video. Check out the latest format that we're going to be doing in 2023. We're going to be jumping into individual projects. Yes, crypto projects, and we're going to kind of talk about them. I'm going to show you how I research these projects. I'm going to show you the charts behind them. These are projects that I am currently holding in my portfolio. Now, I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold any of these projects. I just wanted to be more so produce content based around individual projects. In the past videos, I would give you my top 5, top 6, top 7, top 8, and I felt like those projects didn't get they just due, meaning going through the full process on how I stumbled upon them or how what I'm looking at, or just giving information about that project. Now, I don't want to take a deep dive and make this video boring or anything, death by PowerPoint or anything like that, but I at least want to give you some facts about certain projects. I want to take you to the chart. I want you to kind of see how I forecast and how I plan when I buy into these projects or even when I'm taking profits out of these projects. So then you can kind of get an idea how I operate. Now, previously I've done this, and I just released a video with Avalanche. So go check out that video. I'll throw the little card at the top right here, whatever it is. So you can click that. When people, they be like that. Anyways, we're gonna throw the card up in there. You can go kind of watch that and kind of get an idea. And if you like it, let me know in the comments. So furthermore, I'm going to introduce y'all to Hedera, also known as hbar. I want to get right into it. Let's go ahead and rock, y'all. All right, so before we do anything, you already know I like to look at the crypto market in general before we even jump off into the actual information. So hold tight with me. Coin market cap, you already know, coinmarketcap.com. Freeze this. Take this URL, throw it in your URL, bookmark it. Coin market cap or coin gecko, you definitely want one of the two saved, or even both, however you want to do it. We still looking over 22,000 crypto projects, 537. That means we added the exchange. We was at 536 in my last video. I wonder what exchange that may be. Market cap, we still over the 1 trillion mark. Let's go. $57 billion is percolating in the last 24 hours. It's been twerking. Crypto's been twerking the last 2 weeks, man. You already know it's going digital, baby. Checking out this hot 100, but we're not going to look at all the 100s. Bitcoin up almost at 1% far as in the hour, but it is down about 0.33% in 24. Overall, though, matter of fact, we just going to look at the 7-day. 7 days been going crazy. 10% on Bitcoin. 2.4% on Ethereum, trading at over $1,500. Bitcoin's over $2,200. We was actually swing trading Bitcoin when it was roughly at 22.5. We rode it up to 23.1. Made a couple of dollars, something light off the little swing trade, scalping type ordeal. You already know. Don't worry, I'm gonna show y'all how we get down on that on crypto. You already know, if you've been following me for a while, we've been trading options on stocks, scalping the market on stocks, swing trading this. I do it all, man. I do it all. I'll teach y'all how to do that. Don't even worry about it. BNB up 4%, 4.25% on the week. USDC pumping, baby. USDC doing some cool things, man. Y'all gotta watch out for USDC. I personally think they're gonna take over as top stable. My personal opinion. That's just me though. XRP up 7%. Let's go, Army. If you in the XRP Army, let me know in the comments. Yeah, turn up. Cardano gang almost up 10% over the week. Cardano's been getting a lot of good buzz. They coming out with they stable coin, the JED, next week. We're gonna talk about that in another video. Dogecoin up 5%. Solana's been on a burner since the whole FTS debacle. They've been on a hot one. They actually flipped Polkadot and Polygon. Solana was down around 16. They say, look, we don't need an artificial pump. You know what I'm saying? We are who we are. Shout out to Solana, jumping 6 spots. Polygon still holding it down. Fell outside the top 10 with Solana pushing them out. It is what it is. Still a good 2-layer Layer 2 project, in my personal opinion, up 1%. Polkadot up 10% on the week. And, you know, if all my Shiba heads out there, up 1.4% on the week. The rest of it you can kind of check out. I'm going to end it with Avalanche because I'm an Avalanchian. 8.7%. Salute to them. The market is looking good, man. The market is looking good. Let's check out the portfolio. Again, this is not my full portfolio. I need to update these crypto bubbles for real. As y'all know, I also have it on my phone. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me pull up real quick. Let me show y'all real quick. You know, I keep that on my phone too. You know what I'm saying? But you can see the big bubble right here. Lossless. LSS. If you don't know, they're one of the ones. Go check them out. They are up 82.7% on the week. Almost a digital dash on the month. Yeah, we got in here early in the game, right? Just a little. They trying to help people retrieve lost funds if they get rug pulled. Go do your research, or maybe I'll do a video on it explaining more. Don't get it just because you see this gigantosaurus. Yeah, that's a mixture between gigantic and enormous word I just made up on the spot. You see that bubble, don't go run and be like, let me go jump in it because shooters in it. No. If you in the Discord, you would already know we've been in it for a minute, so we are picking the fruits from our hard labor. You dig? Check them out. Do your own research. What else? I got another big bubble over here at AXS. Axie Infinite, you already know how I feel about them. They were on my top 8 metaverse. Check the video. We were talking about them. They are up 41% on the week and 72% on the month. Salute to the metaverse. And you already know we're going to be talking about hbar. hbar been going crazy, stupid, ham, dumb, right? Up 14% on the week, 51% on the month. Yeah, we in the community, we were buying this at a penny, you dig? So we are definitely been taking profits. Definitely took profits on that. Ocean Protocol looking strong as well. AR looking strong as well. Overall, man, my port looking beautiful, man. I'm taking a hit right now on helium. It is what it is. We mining helium right now and we converting it over into ETH. So it is what it is on that, you dig? So that's what the port looked like. But y'all didn't come for that. Y'all came to hear about hbar, Hedera. Let's get into it. So first and foremost, always find their website. You got to find the official website. Anything else, you just plan yourself. If you're not on the official, man, you might be on a scammer's page. Be cautious, be careful. How do you find that? I'm going to show you a quick little trick, right? I already know this is their site, but if you didn't know, say you go to Twitter, and we're going to talk about their Twitter as well. I'm not following. I'm following now. You want to look for that blue check, right? Over 266,000 followers, big community. And you can see right here, Hedera.com. If I click on that, what do you know? It's the website, Joe. So you want to make sure, if that's one way to find the official website. Be cautious. There's a lot of scammers out there. A lot of evil out there. People out there finessing. You want to make sure you're on the actual websites and Twitter pages, because they might be like, oh, connect here and start staking. The next thing you know, you connect, you stake, you MetaMask, the next thing you know, wipe you out. It's a dirty game. Unfortunately, it's being played. That's why we don't even play those type of games. Find the official website. I digress. All right, so I got some notes here on hbar, right? What is hbar? hbar is distributed ledger technology platform that uses a form of consensus called ABFT. This archives high levels of security and performance. Remember, we talked about Avalanche, security and performance. Let's just put it like this. When you got the big dog Ethereum, right? It's cool to be first, but you got to know that there's going to be people that's going to be coming. They're going to be seeing what your limitations are, what you lack, right? And they're going to come mimic that, but make it better suit for today's society, today's internet, today's Web3, today moving into Web3, et cetera, et cetera. It's always going to be that little brother watching big brother and be like, you know what? I ain't gonna make them dumb decisions and get caught up in the bank. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be out here trapping on the corner and get caught up. I'm gonna go this route, right? I'm gonna make it better for over here. That's just a little analogy to kind of make it more simple for you. You dig? So you always gonna have somebody watching you figuring out, nah, the people don't want that. Let's give them this. Ooh, that's too slow. Let's speed it up. Ooh, your security a little shaky. We gonna make it better. Ooh, you out here wasting too much eco, right? All these gas. We gonna make it eco-friendly. It's always gonna be somebody watching your steps, trying to improve, right? All right, let's get it. So let's see. The aims to provide a decentralized alternative to traditional centralized systems by allowing users to create decentralized apps, also known as dApps, and conduct transactions on a public and permissionless network. HBAR native, Hedera's native cryptocurrency is called HBAR. So Hedera is the network. It's the project itself. HBAR is what us investors are buying. Token value, the native token. We put our money in and investing into Hedera. We get HBAR back. It becomes a value token, or you can just hold it. It becomes value, right? So you just hold it. You can use it on however they may create it, different ways to use it on their site, their apps, or whatever the case may be. But what we get in return when we throw our money and investing into it, we get HBAR back. All right. So what is Hedera used for, right? What is it used for? Here, I'll give you a couple of examples. Again, I'm looking at my notes. So if you see me like doing this, I'm looking at notes. Decentralized apps, dApps. Developers can use Hedera to build decentralized apps that are secure, fast, and scalable. Secure, fast, scalable. Secure, fast, scalable. Secure, fast, scalable. Those are 3 buzzwords. When you're looking up different projects, you want to know how secure is that? How fast, and is it scalable? Secure, fast, scalable, right? Takes a page from Ethereum. Ethereum pretty much brought that whole secure, fast, scalable. So those are key buzzwords that you want to look for. Digital assets. Hedera platforms allow users to create, transfer, and manage digital assets such as token and cryptocurrency. Very key. Smart contracts. Hedera provides a platform for deploying smart contracts, which are self-executing contracts with the terms of an agreement between buyer, seller being direct written in the lines of code, right? So a smart contract is like a handshake, a digital handshake, right? If I come to you and say, hey, I don't know, I got this cell phone, right? I want to sell this to you. And you say, all right, cool. I want to sell you to it for $1,000. You'll come back, oh, I want to buy it for $850. And I'll come back and say, I want to sell you to for $900. Then you'll come back, well, let's meet in the middle at $875. We both say, okay, cool. We shake hands. Now, we don't have any receipts. So if I decide, or you decide, want to take me to court and say, I finessed you or swindled you in a case, well, how are we going to prove it? Well, a smart contract is the same type of agreement. Seller buyers go back and forth. We agree on a price. Smart contract is generated. It is a receipt. It shows from a to the from, the quantity, etc. They have smart contracts, right? That's a whole nother video. Supply chain management. This is big. Supply chain management. There's only one real big dog in that space, and that's VeChain. And we'll talk about them because I love VeChain. I want to break them down. Hedera is also in the smart chain management, supply chain management. Also, ADA is also Cardano as well. Anyways, we worry about HBAR. Using smart contract technology, businesses can use Hedera to create transparent and intimate records of movement of goods in a supply chain. As we move over into Web3, these supply chain companies, and let me take a step back. I am not telling you to go buy, sell, or hold HBAR. I'm just giving you the facts. And I'm looking at it from a big perspective. Supply chain management, if you've never been in it before or never dealt with it before, it's a cluster F. It's cluster F, man. Think about those hard-coded tags that be on clothes and shoes and all that type of stuff. And it's those security IDs. What are they called? Badges or whatever they're called. If you know what they are, tell me in the comments. You know, the ones when you run out, somebody try to steal it and run out and it sets the alarm off, right? That had information in there, but it's more so for security, right? So imagine having some type of, I don't know, QRC, and I don't know how they're going to do it, but some type of flawless system known in blockchain technology. We know blockchain technology is better than any technology out there. But if these supply chain companies like, let's say, Louis Vuitton, Walmart, Target, Amazon, etc., are using blockchain technology and decided they want to use Hedera, and however they're producing this supply chain management software, just think about the reliability behind it. KYC is one of the examples, right? When you do KYC, you are who you are, right? So that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Identification verification, we know that as KYC, know your customer. Hedera can be used to create decentralized, self-sovereign identities, are resistance to fraud, and can be used for a variety of purposes such as voting and banking. Voting and banking. We all know the voting system here in America is trash. I don't even understand why we still count votes, bro. Like, I don't understand how they got people really counting votes. Like, that can't be a great job to have. Hopefully they're getting paid and they're not just, volunteering their time, because that's crazy. But blockchain be the best way. Bank records, blockchain. Healthcare, blockchain. I digress. What else is Hedera doing? File storage. Another big space. File storage, especially with Web3. Where are we going to keep all this information as the cloud grows and more information rolls in and more users? Where are we going to store it? Well, Hedera's platform can be used to store, share files securely, with an added benefit that the files are stored on the network as a tamper-proof and can be retrieved at any time. And then the last thing that Hedera is used for is gaming. And we all know gaming is going to be big in Web3 and blockchain, crypto, etc. Hedera can be used to create decentralized and profitable, fair online games that are resistant to cheating and fraud. If you play COD, Call of Duty, Battlefield, the biggest turnoff is the hackers, right? Am I lying for all my COD heads out there, all my Battlefield heads out there? We all hate the hackers that's on the game. If you start using blockchain technology where it's pretty much hack proof, pretty much anything still can be hacked, pretty much hack proof from cheating, etc. That's a plus. If they build in good quality games, we're probably 10, 20 years from good quality games coming off of blockchain, in my personal opinion. But if they are, hey, that's a plus. So those are some facts about Hedera and what they're doing. We haven't even went through the whole website. It's a beautiful laid website, may I add. Whoever did the UI UX on this is hands down a dope designer. Speaking from someone who do UI UX, this is clean. I love it. I love the colors palette. It's beautiful, 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 beautiful website. Anyways, let's kind of just go through it, man. We're not going to go through all of this, man. Please do this on your spare time, especially before you buy into Hedera, hbar, etc. Let's look at some of the key tabs at the top. You got their network breakdown. They got their token service, smart contracts. You can kind of go see now. Consistent service, hbar. We talked about that. All right. Already. How does it work? The dashboard, the network nodes. The devs, for all my dev heads out there, there's some documentation there that you can read over, feed and estimator, open source, etc., etc. The ecosystem, we are going to open up this in another window because we definitely want to look at the egos. The use case, very important. Understand what the use case is: scalability, tokenization assets, fraud integration, mitigation, data. The stuff that we already talked about is right here: payments, healthcare. All that's important. I also want to add that hbar is under the 222, ISO 222. They're one of the 7 certified cryptocurrency blockchain technology that already meets the requirement and been granted the AOK. Already know, just something to keep in mind. You got the governance side, the resources, their partners and whatnot. So we're just going to kind of scroll through here, all my developer heads. You can start building. You can look at the documentation, however that serves you. Transactions, got a little ticker here, 49 million transactions within the last 24 hours, 5.6 seconds, and consistency. Fast. Average cost per transaction, less than a penny. Kilowatts per transaction. Look at that save on eco. Speed, transactions, speed, costs, power saving. These are very important. Let's look at some of their governing by leading organization or their open source public network governed by leading organizations around the world. Hedera's governing council, fully decentralized and transparent governing body of independent global organizations consisting of enterprising Web3 projects and other universities assets, right? So as you can see here, we see some familiar faces, right? Avery and Denson, Bowen, Chainlink Labs, right? This is the T-Mobile group, right there. That's T-Mobile. Can't say that. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's T-Mobile. I know the logo. Google. We all know Google. We all know IBM. We all know IG. LG. We know IG too. This is a video game company. So Unisoft, UCL, I'm familiar with them. Yeah, so these are some of their global partnerships as well. And here are some of the code-based ecosystem standards that they're dealing with within LG. Let's see who else I recognize. Galaxy, Saucer Swap. It's one of their swaps on their actual blockchain. Yeah, that's one of. Oh, and Lime Chain. So I already know what Hedera is. You can come here and read that if you choose to. Use case ecos, DeFi, NFTs, decentralization, identity, payments, sustainability, decentralized logs. Not bad use case. Hello Future, application powered by Hedera. You can kind of come here and look at the ecosystem on a quick scale and quick view. You can view them all by clicking that. We already got it pulled up in another window. Enterprise applications. Again, we already kind of go over some of the partnerships. They kind of talks about the breakdown of what's going on. So that LG is sustainable NFT marketplace to buy and sell digital art. Connect to product cloud by Avery Denson. Let's see what else we got here. And then again, building low cost, scalability, EVM, Ethereum, virtual. I can't think what the M is. Basically, it's code. You can copy and paste your code into other Ethereum base. So if you were to build a Hedera, you can take that code, easily copy and paste over to Ethereum, and boom, you got the same dApp. That's basically what that is. Yeah, clean website. Got all they how to YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff. If you're a fan of hbar, definitely tap into their Discord. Definitely tap into their Twitter page. We already looked at their Twitter. They do updates on here as well. It's very important to be a part of that. And real quick, Web3 ecosystem applications. You kind of scroll over here and kind of see what their Web3 ecosystem application look like. Enterprise application, the exchanges, Coinbase, Binance USA Crypto, all the big dog exchanges, right? Their wallets and custody, you know, we definitely keep our on the ledger. You already know the vibes on that, right? Network explorers. You can kind of come over here. Tooling integration. You kind of getting the hint here, right? That decent sized ecosystem. Very nice ecosystem. Government accounting, right? Boom, 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 boom. You can just scroll over, right? So that's their website in a sense. So you can kind of see what their partners look like. You see who, you can see the news, the media, the papers, the technical papers is very good to come always look at the public papers. You want to look at the white paper, want to read on the white paper, understand what their tokenization is. You can read that paper as well too. Definitely want to read those papers. They're boring. I'm gonna let you know that now. If you're not a tech head, there's a lot of tech mumbo jumbo in there, but I'm a tech head and that is boring. All right. So look, let's get into the charts, man. Let's get into this Hedera charts. I'm looking at from a Coinbase. Obviously, this is not the genesis for them. Let's see what their high, all-time high and low is. We can come right over here to Coin Market Cap. You can see we went over this in the Avalanche video. So if you haven't watched that video, please do. But I want to come over here and see what their all-time high is. And that's 57 cents. All-time low is 1 cent. We've already reached that 1 cent mark, right? And that was down, I want to say past here. To be fair, do I buy H? I buy HBAR off of Coinbase as well. So I'm not too sure why this is not showing 1 cent. We were definitely buying this at 1 cent. Maybe it's because it's USD. Maybe I need to change that to something else. But anyways, this is the chart. This is the weekly. No, this is the daily chart. This is the weekly chart here based off of Coinbase when it listed it roughly around October of last year. So that's why the information looks kind of small. So I'm gonna switch over to the daily. As you can see, just this week was the 23rd A couple of days ago, we hit above the all-time high based on when Coinbase got it. So the all-time high based on Coinbase was 7 cents. Hedera or hbar hit over almost 9 cents, right? So with this one, this project, this chart being very young, understanding that 1 cent has already is the all-time low. According to this chart, though, we have a base of 3 cents, which is fine, and we're already above. So what am I looking for here? So if I kind of go back and look at the all-time low of 1 cent, all-time high of 57 cents, I can kind of get an idea of what that run up looked like. So let's kind of just map that out, right? So let's do a price range, and I'll do the price range from this. I'm gonna take it from here, which is 1 cent, right? And I'm gonna take it all the way up to 57 cents, right? Because we know that was the run up, right? So, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna place that right here. So somewhere in between back here, we went from 1 cent to 57 cents. Now, granted, it could have been some sideways or whatever the case may be. Overall, I just want to look and see that was a 4,000% run up. Okay, right? We all agree to that. From 1 cent to 57 cents based off of all time low 3 years ago was 1 cent. All time high was a year ago, 57 cents, right? So that's important to me, right? Because I want to do some forecasting with that. I want to understand where we can possibly go in the next run. But looking at what I have in front of me right now, I know that from previous here to here, it's roughly 135% profit made. That happened, we'll turn it green, right? Since the sell-off previously, right, from here, that I'll say that here we've been down 50%, right? So I know just looking at this, my run-ups and where my sell-off and my run-up is. And if I was looking at this from a daily right now, I know we're pulling back and that's expected, right? So if I was to go ahead and let's say, let's do a Fibonacci on it, checking the time, quick fib, right? I can kind of see what price discovery could lead me, right? Now, for us to get back to all-time high and just based off this low and this fib, and this is not new price discovery because we already seen 24 cent. But based off of this price action in this chart that I'm looking at, it is considered new price discovery. Could we do 24 cent in the next run? It's a possibility, right? But we want to kind of pay attention to, I just want to kind of see what those fibs look like. Could we do, what would be the next run up if H bar is possibly considered to be one of those ones, meaning getting a lot of VC money in it, a lot of hedge fund, a lot of government. They already ISO 222 approved. That's important. We'll talk about that in another video in those coins that's already approved. It just takes the right eyes and the right news for it to run. I'm not saying it's going to make this run. It takes a lot for it to do it. Could it do it? Possibly. When could it do it? I'm not sure. But I want to see what that looks like. Another 4,000% run up currently at the bottom of this current movement or price action, right? We're looking at a $2.50 H bar. It's not bad, right? It's not bad. Again, we're forecasting. We're kind of trying to see what could the trend is. It's already done over a 4,000% run. Could it do another one? If it does, what does that look like far as the price? About $2.50. Okay, so we got that understood. I'm going to delete this, get it out of here. Let's look at it from a realistic, right? Let's look at it from a realistic standpoint. Let's look at it from a Fibonacci. We understand how Fibonacci works. How could it, what new price discovery it can do, especially during this year. I don't really expect a lot of movement. I expect more sideways trading, but we'll just have to wait and see. Could we do 28 cents in this market? Possible, right? That's the top of the fib. Could it retrace and test 8 cents? As I always tell you, market price action always goes back and retests. It's like muscle memory. I think it could go back and retest 8 cents, right? Could catch a nice little bounce, retest, reject, and push back, or it could retest and push through. Who knows, right? But we want to be aware. So how I'm looking at it, am I taking profits off of HBAR now? Absolutely not. I really think this project can move above 28 cent. I'll probably start looking at taking profits at the top of this fib based off, I know that's the middle ground of the all-time high. So I'll probably start looking to probably deploy about 10%, 15% profit taking at 28 cent. Now, what happens if it starts to continue to sell off? Then I'm totally prepared. And like I always tell y'all, I'm always looking at the 20% rule here. What is that? I'll look at it from here and I'll look, excuse me, at 20%, which is this swing, this little confluence area right here. So if it drops down to 5 cent, I'm looking at it for possibly buy in. If it does, if it sells off another 20 there, I'm looking at it around 4. I might even wait and pull it down to even 28% below this swing low. I might jump in and doing there. And then, of course, I'll make another 30 banger. We sell off, and I'm looking at 2 cent. And if we catch it at 1 cent again, then I'm loading up the bus. So that's how I'm going to look at it. I'm going to watch these steps down. If it moves down, I'm here buying. I'm taking 20% of my budget. Let's say if I got a budget of like $1,000, I'll take 20%. Buy here, that's 200. Take 30% here, that's 300. That's $500 spent. And if we hit 1 cent, I know that's the bottom. Then I'll throw the other 500. Therefore, my dollar cost average is a lot higher. So if we catch another run break, then I'm already in profits. And that's how we do it. And that's HBAR, Hedera, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I've been holding y'all for like 30 minutes. Hopefully you learned something. If you learned something, give me a thumbs up, like, share this video with your partners and them. Hopefully, and let me know if you're holding HBAR in your portfolio, man. And let me know if you're rocking with HBAR. Let me know if you're rocking with this format in the portfolio. Again, I am Shooter the Investor. It was a pleasure providing y'all with some information. Hopefully, you learned something today. If not, let me know what I'm doing wrong and I'll tighten that up. It is what it is. It's your boy, Shooter the Investor, man. We out. Peace. I always say we out. It's just me.